Hello everyone. This is Evangelist Felix, and please, I want to say this for the body of Christ. I know there might be different view of what I want to say now, because I'll be talking about our fathers. And you see, I'm a very young person. These are fathers who I respect so much. But I want to talk about something that is very, very, very important and very, very disturbing. For some months now, it has been led in my spirit to speak out, but I've been just praying and trying to know how to present it so that it doesn't sound insultive or I don't know, but I just have to communicate this. You know, one of our fathers, Daddy Umubai, just passed, went to be with the Lord, and I just had this thought in my spirit, like I said, our fathers, they are going, and we the young ones are coming up. What actually are we learning from them, or what actually are they dropping for us? Which legacy are they leaving behind? Because let's be serious about this. We call them giants in the faith. We celebrate them, we respect them. But let's be sincere within ourselves. Which legacy have they left? Which impact have they done in the life of believers, of Christians? Which national impact have they done in involving to the welfare of Christians? Because let's be realistic about this. We call them fathers of faith for some reasons that I can't really defend. One, maybe because of their age, how long they've been in the ministry, how big their church is, and how wealthy they are, how influential they are in the society, in the community, in the continent, in the world. This is why we call them fathers. But in all this, how does it benefit the ordinary Christian? Let's draw it down to Nigeria. How does their influence, their wealth, their reputation, their longevity in the Christian faith, how does it benefit the common Nigerian Christian? How does it? And we call them fathers. Okay, look at the deaths that have been happening in the north and in Benue, Makurdi, or Plateau State, all those places. See, I can't remember the name of that man whose church was born and is all over social media. Just imagine, we have these great men, fathers of faith in our country, but this man was highly pained and seeking for help, and he's calling American President Donald Trump for help. What are the fathers of faith doing with their big names, big reputation? What are they doing to come to the aid of this Christian genocide that is happening in the country? What effect has their big names, their big auditoriums, the big respect they have with the politicians, the connections they have with the politicians, what effect has it brought to the ordinary Christian Nigeria? So in which aspect are they giants? In which aspect? I know this might sound somehow, the question might sound somehow. Because if I'm trying to look at it in a way that these men are just men who are used by God. But they are not putting themselves to impact the national structure to favor the common Christian Nigeria. Because let's put this straight. The last election that just passed showed us how weak these so-called fathers they are. In a country where we have these great men of God who have big names and big influence, the North ticket was allowed, Muslim ticket was allowed, and they could not do anything about it. The election came where it was like the Muslim against the Christian, and the Muslim won. And these fathers could not do anything. And many of them could not even say anything. It's so appalling. And sometimes I sit there and I'm asking, why are they called fathers? Somebody will ask, can't you see what they are doing? The question is, what are they doing to help the common Christian Nigerian? What are they doing? Because honestly, since Goodluck left, I have not seen most of these fathers speak about the state of the nation. You see how weak their words are when it comes to government policies. You see how weak their impact is when it comes to national issues. They can't even make any difference. They can't even make any difference. The country is just going one way, the way the government wants it. And the so-called fathers cannot even make any difference. They can't even make any impact. And the so-called Christian Nigerians are suffering. And the fathers cannot even protect their children. So why are they called fathers? Are they called fathers because of their big auditorium? Are they called fathers because they are wealthy? Are they called fathers because their names are loud or because of their age? Why are they called fathers? Fathers who can protect their own children? Why are they called fathers? I'm a young man. Probably I might not know. And this is what I'm asking. Why are they called fathers? Is it because of just the spiritual aspect of it? It pains me in my spirit because if nobody like me, my words cannot cause a difference, and somebody like them, their words cannot cause any difference, which hope do we have as common Nigerian Christians? Which hope do we have? I stay here in Benin. My words cannot make any difference. But most of them, they stay close to the government high officials, and their words can still not make any impact. Is abolish. Which hope do we have? Why are we calling them fathers? Fathers who cannot protect their children. So to me, I believe they are going. I want to beg. It's not about standing in the pulpit preaching about whatever you want to preach, and the people you are preaching to are suffering and dying, and you can't even do anything about it. It's not just about that. If all of us are dead, who will you then preach to? Both the prosperity message and the so-called prosperity preachings. If the members are dead by this being killed by these so-called Fulani herdsmen, who will you then preach to? Who will then call you father if you cannot come out to speak? You are well respected in the Christian community, both in Nigeria